Good afternoon, everybody. We're back for another how to draw creatures for my creature drawing challenge. And tonight we'll be doing a Manticore, which is quite an interesting creature because um there's lots of many depictions of what it could look like. So the one I'm going for today is the lion. Oh, so the man face, the lion body, and a scorpion tail, and I might add in those dragon wings, but we'll see how we go. Alright, so I've never actually drawn one of these guys before, so I'm just gonna go off some basic intuition of a guy's face first. So we'll go the general shape of a face, so just the construction lines of the face first. So, good old circle. Oops. Like this. And then that part in here. And then after we've done that, we'll come in, and so it goes straight into the lion, which in this case, what I might do is I'll do a lot of mane. So I'll make it so it's sitting down. So I've got to pull that up a little bit. So he'll come down to where his chest and shoulder would be, and then down like this to where his legs would be. Alright, now I've got to come in and do the feet. So because he's sitting down, we'll go like this, and just add just a basic construction of this creature. Alright. Now at this stage it's going to look quite funny because before you get in their fur in there of all the mane everywhere, it's just going to look a little bit odd. Alright. So the tail in most of these would start about here and it comes up. Because being a scorpion tail, they are always quite at pose, like pretty up in the air sorts. Alright, just getting in that shape in there. Alright, now this part's going to be the tricky part because the Manticore tail is a scorpion tail, so it's going to have lots of bits and pieces. But this end piece, we're just going to do a circle for the moment and come down like this. So it's like a barb on the end of his tail. Now, the rest of the tail is also going to have pieces, very insect-like tail. Well, I mean, it's a scorpion after all. So it's just going to have pieces like this. But it's always good to set that original line out, because then you can see where all the pieces go for the actual creature. You can set it up. Just still pretty rough, I might split that there. Very sketchy to start with. Alright, now I'm going to go in and do the main, like the main parts of the mane. Sounds really funny. And the ears. So the ears would probably come about here. And then, so there'd be a part of the mane in there. Over the ears, but we'll have a looky. We'll just do this piece first. So it comes out. Just doing lots of lines for the moment, Just building up that shape. It'll come over the arm. Into the chest. Really quite messy and just a lot of random lines for, just feeling the shape of the actual lion's fur. So yeah, been a tad busy today. I had a 6-hour shift today, which is really fun, but I'm not used to it, so my feet kill, but still definitely worth. It was heaps good. Working at this newsagent is just brilliant. I love it every day, you know. So my little Manticore here isn't going to be as savage looking as most of the ones you'll see when you look up Manticore on Google, but that's okay. Just adding in those extra back legs. So that's a basic shape of our dude. Now, I might just add some little wings coming out here. Just some, not too big. Just to give it more power. Like so. Alright, so it's a rough sketch of our dude. Lower the opacity right down, and we'll do a cleanup sketch. Alright, so for our guy, he is going to have a bit of a face on him. So he's going to have a bit of a roary face. So we'll go to his mouth in first. He's going to have some fangs. And then wrinkly nose. Oop. And then he's got to have quite a cranky face because he's, you know, making a roar. So for the moment, I'll do a circle for his eye. Make him look a bit funny at the moment. But then when you're like angry, your eyelids are kind of over like that. Just add the tongue in there. And the same with this one. Except we're going to have it a bit over that way. So he's looking at that other direction. Alright. Now once I've got the base, I'm going to come in and do a bit of an eyebrow as well, you know. Just exaggerate the anger, I guess. Alright. Now, next thing I'm going to do is come in and do the fur. So he's going to have fur quite everywhere. So the fur's probably most likely going to frame his face. So it'll come in from the peak part in there. I might have to make his face a bit more angrier in a minute. But you know, just baby steps for the moment. He's like giving a bit of a roar. He's a little bit terrifying. Definitely going to fix that face. But again, we're still just, you know, playing with the shapes. Giving some more flicks and pieces in there. Because the lion's mane's going to be quite everywhere. And keep on going around. and come down so that it just falls in place to his belly. Like that. Like a lion would. So I'll still have to fix that up, but for the moment, and then it comes in, it's behind that. Like that. Definitely I'll have to make his head a bit bigger, I think, to match the really cranky looking body he's got going. Lots of bits and pieces. Alright, now come down and do his foot. Just big paws. It also said that the Manticore is sort of very similar to the Sphinx, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be drawing one of those as well this month in our Drawing Fantasy Creatures series. We'll have to see how we go. Alright. I forgot his ears. Oh no. Big lion ears in there. Hiding in all that fur. Come out and get this wing. Like so. Going down into the body of the wing, like the arm of the wing. And then into this part of the wing. And then a wing in the background. And just going into his leg. Just, you know, refining some of those shapes more. Big feet. I'm also currently working on redesigning my current characters, Ravi and Ymira, which are my Sun and Moon cat spirits, which are the yin and yang ones, like the yin and yang cat spirits for the Sun and Moon, which I found that I've actually done them a little bit wrong to the mythology. So the yin and yang, the male is supposed to be white and the female is supposed to be black, like the part of the yin and yang. But I've done it seemingly the opposite. So I'm going to switch them and put them in the normal yin yang shaped colors with like the good and evil, red and blue, that sort of thing. And maybe add some things to them, you know, like maybe a sphere so they're floating on spheres and it's their play ball and just different things to them. Alright, up to the stinger. Like that. We'll zoom out and we'll have a good look at him. Very interesting creatures they are. Alright. We'll definitely have to make his chest bigger in here. But that'll be alright. They're quite interesting creatures, so that works for me. So I'll lower the opacity and go in with a lot more detail. Sorry, just fidgeting. And fix the face and all that thing. So come over, get an ink brush, and zoom in. So, to fix this, I'm just going to have a bit more of a distance, I think, between me and that. So I can have a good look at how the eyes aren't quite working. Alright, so angry generally comes in and out like that. Pretty slit, small pupils, like so. Like he's getting real pissed at something. Like that. And same with the other side, except instead of going it in the middle and make him look cross-eyed, we're going to chuck it over here. So the little... Well, I might lower it a bit. You know, try and keep them relatively in the same spot. Like that. Maybe a little bit lower. There we go. Much better. So it looks like he's having a good old roar at something. Fixing up his teeth. And then his tongue. Add some crease lines to make him look even more mad. You know, when you want to make a character mad, just exaggerate the expression. Maybe some crease lines on his forehead, you know. Maybe he's been turned into this beast and he's not very happy about it. Alright. Now we'll go into that fur again, so just up. And down. Like that. And just add any extra lines you need just to give it that more hair look for him. And then just pieces under here. Just keep bringing out the hair, you know. Oops. Alright, for just today's drawing, I'm just going to leave it flat colors, just because I have another early day tomorrow, and it'll be quite good to get some more sleep. And then tomorrow night's stream, last stream of the week, is about, I'm going to be doing a Kelpie, so it's a seahorse that lures people. Well, there's different stories to that one, which I could explain tomorrow when I'm actually drawing him. Alright, got a terrifying looking creature's face, and then we'll come out and we'll do the extra fur around him. Alright, so I'm starting up here, just because that's what, oh, pardon. The hair would start on your head, you know, the center where the crease line is. Oops. I might add a bit of smoothing to that. Very ragged creature. I mean, you could also, I guess, have a happy looking Manticore and that sort of thing. But I'd imagine a Manticore being very angry, you know. Perhaps he doesn't know why he's this beast. And, you know, he's just... cranky. Just keep the all going in there. Just lots of pieces of hair that have just kind of gone everywhere. all the way down to his chest. And just some straggling pieces, more indications of more fur, just really crazy-ish sort of feel. Just bringing it in front of that wing. You know, a lot more crazy than you would for like a mermaid or even kelpie and all that sort of thing. Lots and lots of fur. Just adding all these pieces in here. And then come down to his foot. Just going in there like this. Try and fill in any of the broken lines to the outside of the creature. But, I mean, in reality, I'm just doing creatures that are already existing in this day. Like, people have already made, like, centuries before me. But you can always make creatures of your own. You know, like, if you want to put, say, I don't know, just anything, you know, a cat with wings, for example, like my Ymera, you know, just different creatures. It's always interesting to see what people can come up with. And if you wanna share, you know, I've got this little Discord community down below. There's like a little link. You can come and join and either spread your ideas of creatures or dragons, all that sort of thing, and even, you know, post your own. And even if you don't do any of those sorts of things, you know, it's a nice little community to chat. Alright, just coming back to his tail. Zoom back out, have a look at him. Going into his wing. Not very big wings, so I suppose they'd be very inaccurate to help this guy fly. Maybe that's also why he's a little angry, because his wings are too small to let him lift him up into the sky. And he's like, man, if you're going to turn me into this creature, at least give me some useful flying. Because, you know, it'd be legendary to be able to fly. I guess that would be a superpower. If I had any superpower, I would want to be able to fly, you know? It would just be an excellent superpower. Going in, doing these insect plates for the tail. Like that. Alright, and I'm also going to be doing once I properly redesign my cat spirit creature characters, I will be doing a speed paint of them together, doing something probably cute or wondrous. I'm not too sure yet, but I've just got to redesign them first, so we shall see how we go with that one. And I'll be doing a nice little speed paint of those, and if you want to know on any of my progress of all that sort of thing, come and join me on Facebook, DeviantArt, Tumblr, any of those sorts of things. And yeah, have quite a few updates. Although my main social medias are Facebook and DeviantArt, but I do post on the others when I do draw. Oh, there we go. Alright, so our pretty scary looking Manticore. Quite terrifying. Alright, so I'm just going to dab in some plain colors for him. So for this guy, I might stick to some pretty average brown sorts of feel to him. Not too majestic colored. Oh, I've done something. Alright, so I might do his face first. Oh, lower that back down. There we go. Like that. And then come back and bring him a more brown. See how that goes. That's nice. Like pretty average brown color for our little Manticore. I mean, it'd be quite interesting to do like a Manticore that had like a different colored fur, you know, like purple fur or something. But I'm just sticking to the plain old for this time around. Alright. Just filling all those pieces in because I still haven't worked out. I haven't had the time to work out how to get rid of that nasty white line that appears. Like for all those tiny edges. But yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna actually give this guy some pretty hazardous red eyes. Just gonna be like, oi. I'm not happy with what you've done to me. And then black pupils. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. And then I'll go back to the red for a pink tongue. And then darker pink inside his mouth. Like that. I'll add a bit of a white light glare to his eyes just to make him a tad more friendly, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna grab this color and go more toward the red. Oh, that's a bit funny colory. Maybe just a lighter. That'll do for the moment, I think. Oh, I wonder it's not working. Wrong layer. Getting in all those pieces. Darker for his foot. Like that. I find there are some instances when you're changing colors that you don't need to change the hue. It's more for shadows, I guess, and that sort of thing. Alright, I'll go darker. This one, and this one. And then I'll go even lighter than our original brown. Like that. Well, maybe a bit lighter. Like that. Now for our tail, we're going even dark brown. Oh, we're gonna go dark for this one. Ooh, that's really nice. I quite like that actually. Alright, I'll leave that like that, but what I will do is still change this piece in here. Just because that's a really nice happy accident. Oh, stop it! My terrible brush is being a pain in the butt. So sometimes the paint bucket tool just doesn't register that it's a separate object. So you have to come in and just manually color it all in. Alright. Like that. So I'll grab that dark and even go even darker for his tail. Scorpion tails are closer to black when you see most of them, unless, you know, it's a fancy scorpion or it's got some character building to it, so it's purple, pink, or something like that. But you'll notice a generic scorpion is like a brown. I mean, you could also elementize a manticore in a way. I mean, you could elementize any creature. But just for this one, plain old, I would call him maybe just neutral element manticore for this one. Alright, so there we have it. Quite a short video this time. Oh, we missed. Never mind, we missed a little ear in there. Oh, pardon. Like that. But yep, quite a short video this time around, just because, you know, gotta get to bed, got another day of work tomorrow. It's gonna be great fun, but need some good sleep, and yeah, so oh, here's our good old manticore. Our cranky manticore. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down, if you like it or not. Subscribe if you want to see more different creatures and things. And I'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. again, and drawing a Kelbeast, another horse creature. But I'll see you then. Have a good night, and see you later.